Hey y'all, I am Joanna Coatney with My Point TV, and in honor of Mental Health Awareness Month, I am on my way to interview one of my favorite therapists. Today, we're going to be talking about mental health in the workplace. This is going to be a good one.
Hi, I'm Neasel Conner, and I'm a licensed professional counselor here in the Austin, Texas, Central Texas area. So I think employers are doing a better job at providing resources for their employees. I think there has been a big push for employers to have EAPs, for health insurance companies to start covering therapy and mental health services, and so I think we've come a long way. But I also believe that there is still a ways to go. If we think about the impact that the global pandemic has had on people, coupled with the systemic racism that has been so prevalent in our country over the past year and a half, there is an increased need for employers to really intentionally check in on their employees and how their mental health is doing. A lot of people with this pandemic lost the balance they had with work and life, and so now people are juggling more, they're taking on more, they're not able to really leave work at work like they have in the past. And then, as we have witnessed institutionalized racism and trauma on our TVs, that has taken a huge toll on a lot of us. And so I think it's important for employers not to just offer services, but to actually create spaces for their employees to talk about how they're feeling, to talk about how they're being impacted, and also make mental health days a thing, right? Let's not put the burden on the employee to make it a sick day or a personal leave day, right? But really fit in mental health leave as something that employees have access to, because it's needed. Mental health days are needed. So those are the things I think I would say that employers can do to take things a step further when trying to support their employees in their mental health.
Do you feel that there's a different type of support needed
Ooh, yeah.
for the minority community?
We have to go beyond just offering cultural proficiency type training, right? And really take a look in the mirror and seeing if there are microaggressions going on, because for a lot of Black and brown employees, we are going into work environments that aren't always welcoming. Yeah. And we are internalizing a lot of the microaggressions in fear of losing our jobs, in fear of appearing angry, in fear of being confrontational. And so the onus is on the employers to be intentional again about recognizing if that's going on in the workplace. When we think about how a lot of the work of undoing the types of oppression and systemic racism that is done in our country, a lot of employers look to the people of color to help us, tell us what to do next, and so they end up carrying that load and that burden. So what should you do if you are in a work environment that is taking a toll on your mental health? If you have the opportunity to leave, leave, right? Nothing is worth the cost of your mental health. By the time you realize that the job has taken a toll, it's because other things have started to fall. For those of you who may not have that option, like you need your place of employment, I would say look into your medical insurance benefits, or if your employer has an EAP, look into that and see what mental health services are provided. Do you have access to counseling? Do you have access to a psychologist or psychiatrist that can walk alongside you as you kind of figure out what to do? Try looking into those options. The third thing I would say is boundaries, right? This pandemic has really blurred the lines between our work and life balance, and so having really strong boundaries with your work and with your life, so you're making sure that the work isn't seeping in into the things that you actually enjoy, I would say do that. I would also say find a support network, a support system, whether that's a friend, a cousin, a spouse, a parent, right? Get a network of support of people that aren't only there to listen to you, but can help carry the load as well. Because when you're carrying a lot of the mental burden, you need people along the way to say, hey, I can pick up dinner for you tonight. Hey, I can take your kids out for you while you have a night of rest. Use your support network, your support system to kind of fill in the gap as you figure things out. And the last thing I would say is get your resume together. It's never too late to change careers or try something new. So start beefing up that resume and seeing what maybe the next chapter of your life could look like.